I heard Charleston White say, shit, I'm gonna make snitching cool. That was the worst thing I heard a motherfucker say, but it was funny as fuck. He said, I'm gonna make snitching cool. God damn, I'm gonna make it cool. Right. You know, and I just said, what the fuck is he talking about?
Right.
But, you know, certain things that people say and do have an influence on people's perspective on a gang, on a section, on a community, on a people.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, you know, what's doing what? Like we talked about with music, music has always been the soundtrack to the demise. You know, hip hop, rap, gangster shit has been the demise of our fucking communities for a long time. Well, and I was involved with making some of the music too.
Speaking of Charleston White, though, he had a quote that blew my mind one time, but I've heard some pretty good conversations about it where I think he said that the Bloods and the Crips have done more damage to black people in America than the Klan or something like that. Like he's basically made it perfectly clear that he feels like they're a source of massive horribleness to the community. Like, given your age and perspective now, how do you feel about that?
I think that there can always be some truth when it's community on community and black on black crime. We came from civil rights days that my mother grew up in the 50s to where you would not, even if you had conflict, you wasn't killing black folks like that. Now it's very easy to kill somebody that look like you quick. It's like, where's the heart? Where are we at? What are we doing here? And then certain people who are self-proclaimed gang members, if it's Charleston, I'm not mad at Charleston, nobody else, but he said he was from 60s for a while. Was you a buster or was you a real killer stumped down? Did you get marked out? Did you get ran off the hood? Or did you just say, you know what, this ain't for me? Because I saw him, he was arguing with Crip Mac back and forth. Then he said he was crying the other day. I got tears in my eyes, man, the way they did you. You know, and that was very interesting for me to see. He said, man, I'm just having YouTube fun.
Right.
But I fuck with you, you know what I'm saying? So he said, and then I think speaking on that too, I saw another dude, an older dude that had an LA hat on, dark-skinned brother that was speaking about LA politics and talking about the Crips and gangbangers letting people down. People calling Crip Mac the face of Crips. Crip Mac is not the face of Crips. Crip Mac could be the face of 5-5. And it may be somebody else from 5-5 that's like, I'm the rep over here that did this in the penitentiaries and the streets and everything else. But as far as people who don't know any better, if you've never heard of 5-5, you heard of it through Crip Mac. You know what I'm saying? So I think that certain people abuse certain things, you know what I mean, by looking at what people are and what they are, and what's the word for it? Just being able to pimp them out. You know what I'm saying? Like, and if you follow me on that page, like to be able to look at somebody and be able to say, this person is this, and I'm gonna say that they're that. But my point is to say, dude that wrote, man, y'all the Crips out there making the Crips look bad, y'all DPing him. That's 5-5 business. Get the fuck out of their business. Worry about your politics in your section.
Right.
This is America. Why the fuck are we worried about Korea's business? Why are we worried about, and we ain't helping the homeless people here?
But is it jumping the line if 5-5 puts out the video of Crip Mac getting DP?
Well, what I liked is one of the homies was like, hey, homie, don't put that up. I think, of course it is. I think it is.
And Crip Mac didn't say it in the interview, but he basically kind of sort of implied that that person who filmed that got handled themselves because that was a violation.
That part.
He didn't say that, but I kind of felt the vibe. Yeah.
Because it's like, you got to think when you become something, there's a level of jealousy. So Crip Mac could be loved by 5-5 like a motherfucker because he's repping, right? Then some people could be jealous of him. Like, what? I've been repping this shit for 40 fucking years now. I'm the penitentiary, and they really are. But they're not getting the notoriety of it. Their time is coming past besides the people who know.
Right.
Because it's kind of like the dinosaurs. Like now, cripping in the 70s and 80s ain't the same as it is now, you know, when Raymond Washington took in, you know, Skull and, you know, Billy Jack and different people was doing things, you know what I mean? It's different now, you know what I mean? So I think jealousy comes with things and envy comes with things. So you may have people that's like, he maybe deserved that DP. Or you could have other people that's like, I want to fuck him up anyway.
Right.
You know what I mean? It just depends what you're dealing with. But I know one thing, keep your fucking nose out of other people's business. And Crip Mac is not the face of Crips. He can be the face of 5-5. For the people that don't, every Crip from each of their hood has a face or doesn't have a face, but one person doesn't represent all Crips. If that's the case, then Snoop represents every Crip.
Okay, but with you and Crippin', sometimes you see a guy who has been through the ringer with the gangbanging shit and they're basically like, fuck that shit. Like, I don't give a fuck about it. It was a period of my life. I don't care. And then sometimes you'll also have a person who gangbangs for years and years. They maybe aren't active anymore, but they still have like a deep love for the culture and what it really means to them. Where do you see yourself on that spectrum?
I'm at definitely what you just described.
Right.
Like going through things and not saying, fuck, I hate this, because there's still loved ones that I love and I'm still active in my community as far as anti-gang shit or how do we do business. Like there's one thing that people respect in LA is money and business. So if we don't get along, bring some money involved in this shit and see how many people gonna find a way to get along to get that bread.
Right.
Let you say, hey, if y'all don't have wars, I'm giving everybody $5,000, $1,000 this week, no gangbanging. Motherfuckers ain't gonna gangbang because they gonna be able to feed their families and do different shit.
Right.
So I'm in that space where I am in the spot where I love my neighborhood. I love where I grew up at. I love the grandmamas, the cousins, the kids, the dogs, the grandbabies, the great uncles, the homies who ain't never coming back, my friends who stood with me out on the block that's dead now, that I remember them, and what can I do to honor them? Can I succeed, or can I still be out on the block doing what we did when we was kids? So I'm in a space where, of course I still love the culture. Hell yeah. That's why I say I can look at Crip Mac, all politics aside of what he got tattooed on and everything. It makes me look at somebody 28 years old like, damn, he got a sense of old Crippin'.
Right.
You know what I mean? He got a sense still. I used to drink 40s. I don't drink 40s no more.
He was definitely keeping Old English alive.
You know, so I mean, you know, and they need to give him a fucking endorsement. Like Ocean Spray gave a Latino dude. You know what I'm saying? But
he wasn't very happy about Meg Thee Stallion getting the Popeyes deal.
Oh shit. Oh yeah. But you know, I'm gonna tell you, in the space I'm at now, I'm happy to be able to show people better than telling them.
Okay, guys, we want to thank you so much for getting us to 100,000 subscribers right here on the Clips channel. If you want to support, please click that subscribe button. We're trying to get to 200K. Thank you so much.